Private members resolution. Resolution number 1, Shri Abdul Wahab,
Sir,
to move a resolution
thank you.
urging the government inter alia to implement the recommendation of such a committee report, help madrasas to modernize and form a commission to improve higher education of Muslims and enact a legislation for prevention of atrocities against minorities. Shri Abdul Wahab.
So, I would like to begin and summarize my speech with a couplet of the famous Urdu poet Altaf Hussain Hali on Muslims in pre-independent India. Quotes, "We are not trusted by the government, nor we are among the prominent courtiers of the ruler, neither are we among the educated elite. We have no share in trade or in industry, nor do you find us in civil services or in the business." Unquote. Sir, Sachar Committee report on and Ranganath Mishra Commission report reveals that the condition of Muslims in India is worse than SCs and STs. Educational condition of Muslims in India, according to the Sachar Committee report, 1/4 of Muslim children in the age group of 6 to 14 years have either never attended school or are dropouts. For children above the age of 17 years, the educational attainment of Muslims and higher education is 17% as against national averages at 26%. Only 50% of Muslims who complete middle school are likely to complete secondary school education compared to 62% at a national level. Muslims comprise 14% of the population, but their representation is in higher education is very low. Only 5.5% Muslims are in higher education. The number of Muslim women in higher education is 13 out of 100, while 23 for all India level as per NSSO 2018. As per NSSO 2018, Muslims are lowest represented in salaried class employment. Muslims account for mere 2.67% of directors and senior executive among BSE 500 companies. In 2022, only 21 students, that is 5% of the total students, were selected for the civil service examination, IAS, IPS, IFS, IFS, etc. 2021, 4.07%, 2020, 5.8%, 2019, 4%, 2018, 2.64%. Nearly 46% of Muslims are self-employed in urban India, the largest as compared with any other community, according to data from Government's National Sample Survey Organized 2013. The human security of Muslims are the Human Rights Watch report and many other similar reports reveal that there has been a constant increase in the attack on lower class Muslims in India and in recent times. In the last few months, new pattern has emerged to evict and bulldoze properties in Halwani, the state of Uttarakhand, Lashmipur, district of Assam, that belongs to mostly minority community, particularly Muslim of or lower class. In June, 3 United Nations special rapporteurs wrote to the Indian government expressing their concern that some of these victims have been carried out as a form of collective and arbitrary punishment against the Muslim community in low-income group communities. Therefore, I propose that the House urges upon the government to implement the recommendation of Sachar Committee report and other reports that have discussed the educational and social backwardness of Muslims, to reinstate and enhance all those scholarship and educational upliftment programs that aim to improve the higher education participation of Muslims, to help madrasas to modernize with a special infrastructure fund, to develop and implement special affirmative actions for Muslim women to improve their higher education in central universities, institutes of national importance, and work participation of Muslim women, to form a commission to study the discrimination, inequality against Muslims in university spaces and the private and public jobs and their representation in higher education. Sir, to form a joint parliamentary committee or a judicial commission headed by retired Supreme Court judge to study the evictions and have been carried out as form of collective and arbitrary punishment against the Muslim minority and low-income communities. To enact a legislation of Ministry, Prevention of Atrocities Act to protect minorities of the country so as to build confidence amongst the Muslims who are vulnerable to mob attack and other hate crimes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Abdul Wahab ji.